Hello everyone, welcome to the end of year update video for 2025. I don't know how big or small this is truly going to be, but there are two main points I want to mention, and if I can think of anything else, that would be great. Point number one is games of play. I tried to start the games of play with Ghost of Tsushima, and it was going alright. We did the first 4 parts. However, clearly, I'm struggling, and I think I want to change how I actually do that in the form of, instead of trying to just focus on one game, perhaps we pick 5 games to do, or we just pick a bunch of games to do at once, and then whatever I feel like playing that particular day is the game that we play. I don't know, what those 5 games are going to be at this present moment, but I think that might be the way forward, starting in the new year. That way we don't get bored. Because I think the problem I've been having with doing content is that I am just bored. And I'm just not really feeling playing that particular game, perhaps. That's probably what it is, really, isn't it? And therefore, I just don't want to... I just don't really feel like playing it, so I just don't, and then I miss out on skip days. So far, when it comes to games to play, I've only actually been streaming on Mondays, and last week, I didn't even stream at all. I was going to by Sunday, i.e. a week ago, but I didn't, because it's just, I just didn't. There were a couple of days I was going to, like Wednesday, but then I wasn't able to because we had an issue, and then we also had, and then the following day on the Thursday, I went out to sort out some stuff, so couldn't do it that day because that actually took quite a big chunk of the day to do, unfortunately. But that has been resolved now, so that's good. Then there was also... And then Friday I can't. I wasn't able to. And then Saturday, yesterday, I just didn't. I could have probably done, but I just didn't. I very actually nearly did. And then I decided I actually was just not going to bother. Because I decided I'll just wait till the new year to properly start it up again. Not sure if we will continue Ghost of Tsushima straight away or if we'll focus on another game. But there you go. Anyway, that is the end of point number 1. Point number 2 is LEGO DC Supervillains. I still would like to redo this separately to the games of play in pure video format. I think my plan is to download the original story videos that I did. Not the original, but the edited versions on the second playthrough, and add the adjustment to make it look nicer, and if I need to edit anything else down a little bit, I might do that, and then I'm going to re-upload it as effectively a new video. And then we'll do that all the way up into the very last part that came out, which I believe is the red brick video in video format. I think I did a stream or potentially a video, but I'm pretty sure it was a stream where I started 100%ing the DLC levels. What I might do is edit that down into an edited video, and then we should all just continue in video format. I also want to continue the Skywalker saga at some point, and get that fully 100%ed. We're doing quite well with that. Like, we've done the levels, we've done the challenges, we've done the we've done all the races, we've done quite a big chunk. We just really have the puzzles and the side missions to do now across all the planets. So I think at some point I will restart that back up. I was going to do it in video format. Oh, I do apologise. I was going to do it in video format. However, I think it's better to just do it in stream format where we flat out just stream it, because not only would we get it done faster, but it's not meant to be structured in a tutorial style format, unlike the original series, which is why I fully did that in video format. But there you go. Next, I'm going to talk about potentially, although I'm pretty sure I am going to do this, I'm going to start streaming to Twitch again a bit more regularly again. I did do it for a while whilst I was playing with friends, particularly playing DBD and Phasmophobia, but that has kind of fizzled out a little bit. I'm thinking what I might do is simply just, whenever I feel like playing a game randomly, so for example Jedi Survivor or maybe DBD or whatever, I'll just flat out stream it to Twitch just to have some content. Now, the reason I want to stream to Twitch is because it's more going to be one-off content, and it's also going to be content that is not tailored towards my YouTube series in any way. Like, I'm not doing Jedi Survivor on my channel until we get the announcement of when Jedi 3 is coming out. Once I know, I'll pre-plan, and we will replay both Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor on my channel in pure video format, which will be fully edited with proper custom thumbnails, proper descriptions, and everything. A bit like how I did the Marvel Spider-Man franchise after Spider-Man 2 had been out for a year. and we'd gotten to the point where I wanted to redo all of the games in pure video format, fully edited, and I did really well with that because I mass played it. And what I mean by that is, like, I pre-recorded it crazily. Like, I had finished fully filming the entirety of Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales before Marvel Spider-Man Remastered had finished even coming out, although that was up to the point of the DLC. Like, it was only the DLC that needed to come out by that point, but the point is, it still was out fully filmed before we'd even finished the first game on my channel, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I think we'll do that, and I think Jedi Survivor is going to be the first game that I play on Twitch. I did do a little bit of streaming of it when I was showing it to a friend, or not showing it to a friend, but just showing me playing it to a friend. I thought the easiest way to do that is to just stream it to Twitch, and they can just view my Twitch, which is what we did. But I didn't start a fresh playthrough, and I didn't start from the beginning. Actually, no, that's a lie, I did, but I didn't finish it, and actually I've made progress off camera now, so it makes more sense to just start again. Yeah. Okay, so anything else? I'm trying to think. When it comes to these, I used to be very good at structuring them and knowing what I was actually going to say, but recently, this past year, particularly 2025, I've really struggled with knowing what I want to say. Like, I just don't seem to know. Like, and this is why some of them that should be longer, like the mid-year update, I think, was literally like 3 minutes. I didn't actually go back and look. Actually, something I normally do as well, which I also forgot to do this time, was to go back to the previous one, watch what I talked about, or listen to what I talked about, and see if I actually accomplished those goals. So I'm going to do that now, and then we're going to talk about that. Okay, first up was AC Origins in that video, which I did start, and we haven't continued. I did the first 4 parts, and again, originally it was going to be... The only way I figured out I could do it was to stream it to Twitch through the Xbox, although I actually do it through the PC, not through the Xbox, with a capture card, and then play it, and then edit it down, but I couldn't... I needed to get content out that week, so I decided to not bother, and originally I was going to combine parts 2 and 3 into one fully edited part. In the end, I decided to keep them separate and unedited, so all parts 2, 3, and 4 are unedited, so I had 4 parts to go across the few weeks, which was the week before I went on holiday, the week of the holiday, and the week after the holiday as well, which this was back in the summer, by the way, so that's great. I have not continued it since. There is actually a particular reason, and that is that I tried to play another game on my Xbox, and there was some audio issues. I can't even remember what the issues were at this point, and I don't know if it's actually okay to actually play games on my Xbox right now. I did play some games the other day, so I think we're alright, but some games have this issue where they can't seem to connect to the server. I don't think AC Origins is one of them, because it seems to only be a couple of LEGO games, LEGO Batman 3 and LEGO Marvel's Avengers respectively. But I managed to bypass that by turning off the internet on the console, and it allows you to bypass the connecting to the server, and then after you've booted the game up, as in the save file up, or even just booted into the game, you're able to boot into the you're able to turn the internet back on the console, and then it's fine. It works fine after that, so you can talk to friends or do whatever you want. But there you go, that's the first game. Okay, so the next thing I talked about on there was AC Syndicate and AC Mirage. So Syndicate, I wanted to redo in pure video format and actually committed to beating the main campaign, which we still haven't done on my channel. So in the same way as I wanted to finally commit to doing that for LEGO Batman 3, which we did, I want to do the same for AC Syndicate. So obviously I can't really do this games of play and all this stuff at the same time. So I don't know when this is going to happen. It could be quite a while for all I know. Also, AC Mirage, obviously the new DLC, which was free, recently came out. So a replay of that plus, of the main campaign plus the DLC would be beneficial. And of course we have New Game Plus, so I'm probably just going to play it on my main account, because with New Game Plus, and it's easy that way. I don't have my original YouTube series save file, because it's on a different account that I don't have access to anymore, because I switched over to a new YouTube series account on my console. But anyway, so I'll probably just play it on my main account. Next, I talked about The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. Don't know if I am going to continue that or not. I did say in that video that I was going to try and make it a yearly thing, like every summer we would do it. Now, obviously, this summer we did not do it. I'm not even sure we did it the previous summer. I could be wrong. I think we did it the previous summer, but not the previous summer before that, maybe. I can't remember. But at the moment, I have not really got a plan to continue that. I was going to do it in video format, but To be fair, I've done that game so many times on my channel. Why would I do it again? It seems like a waste of time. I really shouldn't. But at the same time, I kind of still want to. So I think, again, sometimes with these games, it is like a one last hurrah. Like, let's do it in this format so that it's edited and done. And then that way it's nice. And it's the way that it is. But for now, I have no plans on actually continuing it. Next up was GTA 6, and obviously we did get the announcement of a second delay to November 2026. So once again, just like I mentioned in the mid-year update video, I'm basically just going to play. I mean, obviously I physically can't play the game until it comes out, so I just have to wait until it comes out. I have more time now to attempt to do GTA 5. However, I don't think I'm going to do that game because it's got way too much swearing in it specifically, but specifically 2 words that I just don't want and I don't really use on my channel anymore. I'm not going to say what they are. It should be obvious. I do still have content on my channel that has at least one of these words. The other one I've never said and I never will. And I just don't want to hear it on my channel at all in any way. So I tried to figure out a way of bleeping it out. Couldn't do it. So I've had to indefinitely cancel that series, I think. Lastly, I talked about plans for future content. So obviously, I mentioned in that video that I was going to focus on just one series at a time. That is obviously changing. We're now going to try and do more than one at once, obviously through the Games of Play system. So hopefully we can actually commit to that properly, because that will be really nice. And we're going to try and play... we're going to have at least 5 games, I think, in our back pocket to just pick from if whatever we feel like playing. But at the same time, it really is just whatever we feel like playing that day, we'll just play. So yeah, that's pretty much it though that I want to talk about. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I see you next year. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.